Hello there again. I wanted to come on and do another video about God's faithfulness and answer to prayer. And I wanted to say, if you are enjoying this channel, please like and subscribe and hit the notification button. And I appreciate it. Thank you very much. So to get into the video, I wanted to talk about something very simple that happened. It was kind of a quick answer to prayer, something very simple. Might seem a little bit silly, but God answered in a really great way. And it was, I think it was 2017. And I live in New England, and once a year, there's a historical society opens up. I don't know about if all of them or many of the historical homes and buildings for a tour for one day, and you can go to them for free. So it's like as many as you can fit into like this very small bracket. You can go to, just binge tour all these different historical homes. And so my husband and I went to Portsmouth to visit, and I don't even remember which one it was. It was a captain's house. And Portsmouth it's kind of like the, hip happening city in New Hampshire. And so there's also a lot of college students there. And so they seem to have a lot of dogs and, more pets and people out walking their pets and stuff like that. And so anyway, so while we were on the way to go to this house to see the tour, I just thought, there's got to be a Corgi out here somewhere. And so I just, out of the blue, I just went, God, or no, I said, if there's got to be a Corgi in this city somewhere. And I was like, God, if there's a Corgi here somewhere, could you please point him out or point her out? And we continued on our way. And so we went on the tour. And then when we were coming back, there was this very long stretch of road. It was multiple lanes across. And we had just this long stretch of road to get to the car, because we didn't want, the closer you parked into the city, you had to pay for parking, and it got harder. So we kind of parked way out so that we didn't have to pay. And so we had this long walk. And so we're walking along, and it was quite as a hot day, and I'm just kind of like, taking a while to get where we're going. And I happened to just glance directly across the street from us on the other side, of the road, and there was a man and his young son, and walking with them was their Pembroke Welsh Corgi. And they walked on their side of the street, kind of across from us, for a really long distance. And so I just looked over, and it was like, oh my goodness, God answered the prayer, there's a Corgi. And so anyway, and they walked for a very long distance. It was very cute Corgi. It was a white and sable Pembroke, and looked like maybe he was about 3 or 4 years old, and handsome little guy. And so anyway, that got answered really quickly, and it was a really simple prayer, but it was really amazing. And so I wanted to share that because, God, like I said, keeps saying God answers prayer. He answers big prayers, little prayers. The Bible says to pray about everything. And so that was just a really simple prayer, and God answered that prayer really quickly and in a really great way. And so, yeah, I just wanted to share that and just really quickly and say, ask him big things, small things, ask him, and he will answer. I have many prayer journals that I fill when I pray for things, and I ask for things and ask God for help, and I keep a record of when what I pray for, and then how that's answered. And sometimes it gets answered quickly, sometimes it gets answered years, and sometimes a year later or something like that. But they do get answered. Maybe not always the way that I wanted or in the time frame that I want, but they're always exactly what I need, and it's always amazing every time. And so anyway, and I wanted to say too, part of the reason why I started this channel was because I did want to share about my faith, but also it was partly pushed along by someone who had said to me that they don't believe in prayer. you know, thank you very much, you know, because they had had a family emergency, and I just said, oh, I'm so sorry, I'll pray for you. And they just kind of turned around and were like, I don't believe in prayer. You know, I don't believe it does anything. So thank you, but no thank you. And I respected their wishes, and I was just kind of like, okay, well, you know, I hope things get better for you. And but for me personally, that really kind of, that was hard to hear, in that it was like, wow, you know, prayer does work, and prayer is, you know, a vehicle to talk to God. Prayer is simply talking to God, and He does answer. And so, anyway, I thought, well, you know, I have things that I could share, and I thought, you know, I'm gonna share, to encourage people to reach out, because God is faithful, and He will talk to you. He will, you know, He will respond. And so, you know, I have things that are major, major needs. In another video I shared, where I had 2 very serious health issues that God answered and healed me in a very amazing way. It was very quick, and it was very amazing. And then I have just little things like this video where, you know, I prayed to see a Corgi somewhere in the city, and God decided that He was going to bless me with that. So anyway, just wanted to share that, do a quick video on that, and wearing my Corgi shirt today in support of Corgis everywhere. And so I just wanted to say, you know, please reach out to him. He loves you very much. So until next time.